So welcome back and let's continue with this table. So we last took off. This part is, this is the frame. And we were starting to work with the legs. And we have the same thing about the unwrap thing that we made on the frame that we're gonna, in this sweep, in the UVs and attributes, we're also gonna make sure we have the unwrapped things. If we only do compute UVs, you see, it's not the correct relative scale. So what we're going to do, remove the normalize use. And you can also see here that it's kind of just normalized to this square. But if we remove, it's going to be correctly world scaled made. And also you see it's hollow. So in the surface, we do end cap type to single. And now if we look at it, it is the same size. Great. So the last thing is we want to have the ability to choose between a circle or a grid. So a round or a square leg. So we need a grid here that we're going to put here. And we're going to use a switch node. And also we want the leg thickness. Copy parameter. And here the size is going to be whatever we choose. And the row is going to be 2 and 2. So here you can see we have the square shape or we have the circle. And if we want more resolution or less, we can do that, of course. I'm just going to leave it as it is. So this one is not in the same direction. So we just need to set X, change that to XI. And now you see it's the same. So what we can do is we can change to square or round, square, round, whatever we want. But you see there is overlapping here. You can see them. They are intersecting, right? So what we need to do, we have copied the leg thickness. So we just need to offset this line in the here to move it down. So if we just do paste relative reference, but we just need to negate it. And now you see it's just where it should be. So no nasty intersections. And also because we did it pushed it down, we need to, in the length, remove also the thickness because we added to the frame. So otherwise the length won't be correct. So past relative here, bam. So now we have it. Nice. And let's see here. So this part is the legs finished. And here we just need to add some kind of switch thing for the legs if we want a round or square one. And we're going to do that in this controller in here in the cogwheel and do edit parameter interface. So here we can see the things that we already made with this text. But the width is from 0 to 1. We're going to make it be smallest 0 to 4 and up to 4. So if I apply it, now you see that we can drag it up to 4 like this. So it's nicer to work with. And we're going to do the same thing about the next one. The length, the top thickness going to be smallest amount 0.02. Table height going to be the smallest, going to be 0.2. The leg thickness going to be 0.02. That's 2 centimeters, the minimum. And now we also want to add a menu to add, so we can decide if we want a circle or a square shape on the legs. And we're going to use this ordered menu. And the channels we leave as it is, but in the menu, we're going to have, the 0 value is going to be round. The one value represent the square. And if we go back to parameters, the label, that's going to be the leg shape, like that, and the name, leg shape. So we apply it, and you see it down here. Super nice. So that's how you do it. There's a lot of cool stuff you can pick from here and make. So this is the float, .2 symbol represented. So you can see here the type is float, but we can change it if we want. And also you see here, you can clean this interface up. So if we do the space, we can have separator, but I just do space, apply. You see now it's more divided. Actually, space separator makes it a little bit more like this. And you can also have folders and so on. So it's cool, cool. So now we have this. It's only right click, copy parameter on the leg shape, and we do it right click, paste relative reference. And now we can control the table with all these parameters. Super nice. And leg shape we can change. So if we want the square ones. Yeah. There's one thing though that I miss that we haven't done. So we want to make a float inset. We're going to call it offset inset, and that's going to be offset inset. Because the inset value we have here, maybe we want to inset it even more, because some tables have that kind of design. So to show you what I mean, so we have it here, and if we press this, it's exposed here. And let's say we want to move this one up a bit. We just go in here, edit parameter interface. We just move it up to the, let's say, yeah, table height over there, apply. Now it moved up. However you want it. So we have the offset inset, and if we just add it to this inset value, now we can just move it like this. So isn't this nice? So we're gonna wrap it up, and it's gonna be pretty simple. So one thing, we need to place this on the grid. It's just floating somewhere in between. So first off, we're gonna do normals, because we just wanna make sure that the normals is really good. So this one is doing the default values, that they are good. And also we're gonna have this match size. And you see, if we just leave the X and Z and just do the min on the eye, now we have it placed on the floor. Super nice. So now if I save, we are finished, almost. So now we want to just select them all, and we want to, you can scroll with the mouse wheel here to see the other things. So we're going to do the subnet, and now we have it in a box. Super nice. So it's going to be a table. We're going to call it tutorial. You can call it whatever you want. Table tutorial, and we're going to right click and make digital asset, create new. So I'm going to have the name table tutorial. Down here you can see the full name. So it's like SOP Peter Dev Table Tutorial 1.0 blah blah blah. I'm just going to remove all those kind of stuff. I just want table tutorial. And also here you can see if we save it in this Houdini folder, we can access this digital asset inside Houdini. So it says tab menu, digital asset. So if I right click here, we will find it here, and it's going to pop up next to the other stuff I made. But I'm actually just gonna not place it here, and we're gonna not care about this stuff because we're gonna use it in Unity or Unreal if you prefer. So user preference, we're gonna have a custom one, and we're gonna make sure that I'm gonna place. So this is the tutorial. This is the file that we have opened here, right? And this new digital assets, I'm gonna save it in this subfolder Houdini Digital Asset. So I'm gonna have it here. So I need to copy this path, put it here, and it should be as I want it, create. So now we just have the interface. So if we check the parameters, you see it's empty here, and it's represented here. So if I go inside here and check the controller, now we can just drag them like this, super easy. And we have those things here. But okay, so they don't remember. Well, they do. They do remember 0.44 things that we did. Nice. So apply and accept. So what happens now is that we have finished Houdini Digital Asset. So the thing is that now this folder here is the same folder here, and this folder is outside the Unity project because I want to separate it this time. And this is my Houdini file that we're working in, you and me. And the HDA, this is the table tutorial that we just made. So if I just drag it in here, oh well, I could just drag it here, but okay. Table tutorial, copy it and paste it in here. Now it should pop up here. Place it in the scene, and we are good to go. So let's see how it works. Does it work as intended? Yes, it does. So here we have our nice table. And if we just have some nice material, so this is a procedural material. You can find a tutorial about it if you want. But you can change parameters with it like this and have it to something else. And it's made in Unity. But we are talking about Houdini engine, and it works nice. But the thing is, if we drag and drop this asset again, we need to pull the shader again like this. But we can actually, in Houdini, just set the correct shader immediately. So if we do here on the shader we want on the table, of course you could expose somewhere to put it, but you can also hard code it like this. So if we do right click, copy path, and now we can go into this Houdini digital asset that we made. So now you see it's red, and then it's unlocked. But if it was, let's say, if you had it like this, you can't go in and change stuff, right? So then you just need to right click and allow editing of contents. So in here, we're just going to add a Wrangler and assign Unity material. Unity material. So this name is not important. It can be like this. But what is important that this one needs to be on primitives. And it needs to be exactly like this. Unity underscore material like that. Material. So this needs to be exactly like that. And if I press this button here, so what I do here, I paste this as I did here, copy path, and then I just pasted it here. So if I now do save, let's see, save node type, I now have updated this Houdini digital asset. But I haven't updated the digital asset inside Unity. So what I do need to do is to copy this one and paste it and overwrite the one in Unity. So now in Unity, next time you drag this table in, you see it has the material already assigned to it. And there are so many much more things you can do. And yeah, but this is a Houdini digital asset to make a table inside Unity. So let's say you really like this one, maybe you want it a little bit higher like this. This is a good table maybe like this. So you want this one, and now it's a digital asset, but you can just do bake game object and it pops up here. So now you have a static one that you can't really change. And yeah, but this one is super nice, and you can just, now you can make a new one. So square ones, maybe this is your super cool new fancy table. You do a game object again and you have it. Wow, isn't this cool? And also, each time when you have the Houdini digital asset like this and you press bake, you also, in the project folder, so if you check here in the asset, Houdini engine asset cache. So baked, and here you have them, the one we made. So you see, this is, well, maybe it's another one I made, I'm not sure. But these are the tables that we made. Yeah. And here's the one. Maybe this one, I don't know. Or this one. And you just need to add the materials on these ones too. So this is how you do it. I really hope that you find this helpful to make tables with the Houdini engine inside Unity. Thank you so much for watching.